Mute, sir. We got a live mic now. Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? Hello, this is the Loose Cannon David McBee, and I'm joined by
Luke Cruz, Nick Stone.
both Mountain Home Bombers, I assume. All right, tell us. I know you guys had a couple games this week. How's the season going so far?
Well, honestly, right now we're doing a lot of things
I think
good.
I just unplugged this. we're just
warming up.
we did. We should interview him, Mike.
What about your coach?
Yeah.
Give us your real opinions about your
And what is your real opinions of your coach? No.
Well, we're not allowed to say that. On
Yeah, let's mute the.
There they are.
There they are. Yeah,
Here live.
they are.
The Mountain Home
Here,
Bombers.
you want to see how it sounds? Can you hear us, Mike?
That's
Sound all right?
yeah, it sounds fine.
Doesn't sound like I'm yelling. Can you hear us? Yeah, we can hear you. We're live.
How many of you guys
See, and we
usually have
paused it right there, so that's what everyone's gonna see. All right. Hello, this is the loose cannon David McBee, and of course I'm joined by the Zen Master Mike Hemme. We are back for another exciting week of Mountain Home Twin Laker basketball. Of course, the Twin Lakers they were on the road last week. Now they're back home, actually playing at the Mountain Home Junior High this week, taking on a familiar foe in the Jonesboro Shooters. Coach, kind of what's your game plan coming into tonight's game?
Well, as you can probably see when they're warming up, they only got 5 guys. So we're going to make them work. We're going to send a zone, protect the 5 spots on three-point line, the 2 corners, the 2 wings, and the top of the key. And then on offensive end, we're going to try to go to the rack, get them in foul trouble. And, of course, if they get to 6 fouls, it's a technical foul on them, regardless of when it is. So we're just looking to play hard, improve from last week. We were hanging with them for a half, and then we just got tired because we only had 5 guys, really. But I'm just looking for them to play hard, hopefully come out with a W, finish the season out strong. Of course, we got 2 more games after this in the playoffs. This is also a game for playoff seeding. If we win this game, we're at least the 9 seed, and we can improve as much as to a 7 seed over the next 2 weeks if we win out.
See, coach is able to not only do an interview but also pick up the basketball for the opponents at the same time. But tonight, you actually have a player coming back that's been gone for a while. You have the big, smooth Josh Fletcher, who I'm sure is going to really be able to help you down low in the paint.
Oh, he should. It's when you get a 6'8", 6'9", I'll say 400, I'll be nice to him, pound guy get back in your paint, offensively and defensively, it helps you out a lot. But we'll be on about a 10, 15-minute limit, 15 minutes at the most. And then, if we're up 1 or up 2 and we need a rim protector late, then we'll put him in. We'll exceed that. He's just basically telling me, how he feels. He's not going to play long extended stints of it. He's not going to play the full first quarter or second quarter. He'll play 3 or 4 minutes here or there, a couple minutes here and there. We're glad to have him back. It's also a calming voice to have out there on the floor because it's, a veteran player, one of our oldest players, played basketball since he was, about this tall. He was like in 6th grade.
Well, Coach, I know, too, we talked a lot before the last game. Off camera we had talked about, improving defense. Defense is where we need to step it up. What adjustments have you made on defense to help your team out?
Defensively, I watched film of this game. We're going to play a little bit of zone against them, because I've noticed we're playing man, we're getting tired out. We'll start out defending them pretty well, and then as we keep playing man, we'll get tired. But, in a zone now, the way we have it set up, it's going to conserve their energy and be able to, keep them moving up and down the floor and take away the spots that we don't want them shooting at.
All right, well, Coach, I know we're down to the 5-minute mark, so I'm sure you got to get your team together.
Yeah.
Good luck tonight. We'll see if we can catch you after the game, and we'll be right back in about 5 minutes for the start of tonight's game between the Mountain Home Twin Lakers and the Jonesboro Shooters. All right, guys, we're about 5 minutes out till the start of tonight's Mountain Home Twin Laker game. Of course, tonight's a pivotal game for the Mountain Home Twin Lakers coming in. They're currently 5-8 in the EBL League. Currently, right now, tied for in 10th place, playing against the 9th place Jonesboro Shooter team that comes in at 7-5. Tonight's going to be a big game with the season winding down. We're getting ready to start a playoff push for the Mountain Home Twin Lakers, but I think, where it has to start tonight is going to be defense. Right now, the team's been giving up 125 points a game, and for the Twin Lakers to be able to go anywhere in the playoffs, they're going to have to play defense tonight. The Jonesboro Shooter team coming in tonight, 7-5, and as I'm joined by the Zen Master Mike Hemme, of course the Twin Laker team coming in tonight, 5-8 in the EBL, still looking for their first regular season game win. But I think where it's all going to start, Mike, is defensively.
Right, as Coach Conley said in the interview, 5 players for Jonesboro. Of course, on the other hand, we just got 7 for Mountain Home, so it's going to be a battle of attrition. Really got to hit the boards, got to keep them off the glass. This is athletic guards that the Delta Storm has. Got a big guy in Washington down low. Obviously, the Twin Lakers are going to want to wear them out. They're going to want to see a tight game called by the officials. And by the way, officials, former flipping Bobcat Dean Smizer and Alec Wilbur will be calling this game. And so, depending on how close the game is, that can go a long way to playing out Connolly's.
Well, Conley's game plan. I
Thank
think,
you. That's what
think
I'm looking
the
for.
big difference tonight, though, of course, coming in having the big smooth Josh Fletcher coming back into the game this week. He's been out with a knee injury. Having that defensive presence down low and that calming influence, we've definitely seen an increase in points given up per game. Not having Fletcher down low and now having your big man back, I think it's going to really help him out tonight.
Right, and the Twin Lakers are going to come into this game with more confidence probably than they have come into any game this year because they're facing a team that they fought down to the wire, just a narrow defeat. They are winless on the court this season, and you got to really think that it's got a boost to their confidence that, all right, we played this team, we were close, we can take them here tonight.
Well, and I think tonight's game is going to start with protecting the ball. The magic number tonight is 15. If they can maintain less than 15 turnovers, not try to get in a running up and down with the shooters, be patient, run offense, I think they have a good chance to compete tonight against the shooters.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see the work that's done down low on the boards too, because now that they got Fletcher back, it's going to be much more difficult for the opponents to get those putbacks. Because that's a big man out there.
Well, Josh Fletcher, you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. And as you see him shooting right there, he's as cool as the other side of the pillow also. I can use all the one-liners on the big, smooth Josh Fletcher. He is the impact player for the Mountain Home Twin Lakers.
And, you're looking at a team, I think the word of the night is hungry. We're looking at a hungry basketball team. They want to please their fans here tonight. They want all these fans that have come out to see them tonight to enjoy a victory and to see a real win in W Column tonight.
All right, well, we're going to step away for just a minute. We're still going to have the camera running, but we are going to step away on the mic. In a minute, we're going to have the national anthem and then also the introduction of the starting lineup for tonight's game, and then we'll be coming back. So go get your popcorn, get your bathroom break out of the way. Be ready to come watch some Mountain Home Twin Laker action tonight. We'll be right back.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to The Hangar for tonight's EVL contest featuring the Jonesboro Shooters and your Mountain Home Twin Lakers. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First for the visiting team, the Jonesboro Shooters Incorporated. At 6'1", guard number 1, J-Dog. At 6'1", guard number 2, Jack. At 6'3", guard number 5, T-Nasty. At 6'5", forward, number 23, Bird. At 6'8", center, number 53, Big Dog. And now, the starting lineup for your Mountain Home Twin Lakers. At 6'3", forward from Carter, Arkansas, number 40, Murad Olsen. At 6'3", forward from Flippin, Arkansas, number 33, James Johnson. At 6'11", center from Carter, Arkansas, number 41, Josh Fletcher. At 6'1", guard from Arkansas Tech, number 21, Eli Barrow. At 6'5", center, Mountain Home, number 31, Jamie Stone. The head coach of the Mountain Home Twin Lakers is Dylan Conley. The officials for tonight's contest is Alec Wilbur and Dean Meisner.
All right, fans, welcome to another exciting evening as we're getting ready to start another broadcast of the Mountain Home Twin Laker Basketball Network. This is the loose cannon David McBee. We'll have the one and only Zen Master Mike Hemme covering the second quarter as we're getting ready to start tip-off. And as we mentioned in the pregame, this is a very important game for the Twin Lakers coming into tonight's game at 5-8 in the EBL. Of course, the Jonesboro Shooters at 7-5, so this is a battle between number 10 and number 9 working on their playoff seeding. But more importantly, the Twin Lakers looking for that first game win in the regular season. Unfortunately, they've had a lot of forfeit wins due to several teams dropping out of the EBL, but this is the time of the season when you want to get hot, and this is the team that the Twin Lakers were very competitive against early in the season. And our one and only Zen Master Mike Hemme is working the cameraman position tonight, this first quarter, so I know everyone out there is missing hearing his voice as we get started with the jump ball. And it looks like Chatters pulls it down. Chatters over to Payne. Payne, as we got from way downtown, Burgess. Good rebound by Payne. Gets it out to Washington. Good ball movement shown here early by the Shooters. So they get over to Washington. And that's something Washington likes to do. He likes to play out on the post despite being 6'8". It's good ball movement around from way downtown. Off the back of the rim. Another rebound by the Shooters. And the Twin Lakers get a turnover on the first drive as number 21, Eli Barrows, bringing the ball down for the first possession for the Twin Lakers in tonight's game. And the Twin Lakers setting above it. Stone over to Barrow. Barrow thought about it. Gives it back to Stone. Gives it to the Big Smooth. Off to the back of the rim. Good rebound by Johnson. Gets it over to Olsen. Twin Lakers setting up offense again. Barrow over to Stone. Bounce pass into Johnson over to the Smooth. Smooth working it down low. Kicks it out to Stone. He thought about it. Looks back into Big Smooth. Good move there by Fletcher. Just lost control of it as the Shooters are bringing it back down. And to the basket, that was number 5, Neal, with the quick cut and score. So the Shooters score first. Twin Lakers bringing it back down. Barrows sitting up the offense. Gives it over to Johnson. Johnson looking inside to Stone. A little bit high off the back as the Shooters are coming back quick. Payne pushing the pace. To Burgess. Burgess from way down. Payne off the rim. Rebound again by the Shooters. Really dominating the offensive boards here early. Neal drives with the bucket. as the Shooters jump out to a 4-0 lead as we go under 10 minutes here in the first quarter. The Lakers trying to set a slower pace, not trying to get in an up and down with them early. There's the big smooth, taking it in off the rim. Payne with the rebound, pushing the pace. Gives it over to Chatters. Chatters over to Burgess from way downtown. Nothing but net there as the Shooters jump out to a 7-0 lead. Barrow bringing it down, setting up the offense. Gets it over to Stone. Stone down low to Johnson with the turnaround.
James Johnson from Stone.
Sweet little kiss off the bank there. Gets the Twin Lakers on the board at 7-2. Chatters bringing it down over to Washington. Washington gets it over. Chatters in the corner. Over to Payne. He thought about it. Chatters kicks it outside to Burgess from way downtown. Strong rebound by Stone there. Johnson wide open in the corner. And James Johnson off the bench here with 2 buckets early. Playing a lot more aggressive offensively here early. Chatters setting up the offense. And Burgess inside to Washington. Washington from the 3-throw line kicks it over to Payne from the corner. And it's a 3-ball there. Gets it to 10-4. Good ball movement shown by the Shooters here early. But the Twin Lakers really trying to keep the game at a slower pace, not trying to get in an up and down run with them early. Olsen from way downtown off the back. Washington with a strong rebound. Gives it to Chatters, who's pushing the pace. And the turnover forced by the Twin Lakers there as number 24, Jonathan Griffin's checked in. Barrow bringing it down, setting up the offense. Over to Olsen, inside to Stone. Stone gets it over to Griffin. Griffin to Olsen, back to Barrow. Barrow thought about it, gives it over to Johnson. And James Johnson with 7 points here early in the game, striking early. Neal's fouled on the play, going to the free throw line for his first shot. And the first shot is off the rim and no good. He gets ready to shoot the second shot. And it's good. Gives them an 11-7 lead here in the first quarter. We're actually not at the hangar tonight. We're at the little hangar, Mountain Home Junior High. Pop quiz of the night. This is one of the first places that the Zen Master Mike Hemme worked at. Inside to Johnson. Johnson thought about it. It's over to Chatters. Chatters pushing the pace. Burgess has in the corner, looks down low to Chatters. Chatters sets it up to Washington. Back to Burgess. Burgess, a lot of contact. Two-man referee crew, you're going to have a lot of missed calls like that. Washington from way downtown. Olsen gets the rebound. Shooter's already looking a little tired there. Only 2 men getting back. As Jonathan Griffin, the Arkansas Tornado, and Mountain Home Twin Laker, plus he's also a police officer for the Mountain Home Police Department, misses the first free throw. As Griffin gets ready to shoot the second shot. But this is the pace that they're wanting to play at. If they can keep it around a 100-point score in the game is really what they're wanting to target. Chatters bringing it down. Chatters gets over to Payne from way downtown. He shoots a knuckleball off the rim, rebound by Johnson. Barrow bringing it down, kicks it over to Stone. And looks like the ball's going the other way to the shooters. Looks like that was knocked off the Twin Lakers.
Yeah, you told me that earlier.
Chatters setting up the offense as the Twin Lakers getting ready to have another sub go into the game. Chatters gets it over to Payne. Payne kicks over to Burgess from way downtown. Payne with the rebound. Washington with it. Gives over to Chatters. Chatters drives. And the charge is drawn by James Johnson, who has just been all over the court this first quarter. As number 7, Zeke Thomas checking in for Levi Olson. Score 11-8. Twin Lakers bringing it down. James Johnson with 7 points here in the first quarter, and then, he's just been all over the court here early. Barrow tries shooting it from NBA range. Good, strong rebound by Johnson. Puts it back in. That is 9 points for James Johnson here in the first 8 minutes of the game. The shooters bringing it down. Chatters setting up the offense. Gets it over to Washington. Washington over to Burgess. Burgess with the drive. Kicks over to Neal from the corner. No good. Johnson with another rebound. Griffin with the shot long. Stone tried to get the rebound. Johnson with another rebound. Couldn't get it in. Chatters bring it down. Kicks it over to Payne. Payne setting up the offense. Payne from downtown. And they get Johnson on the travel, but James Johnson with a big first quarter here with 9 points in the first quarter. Been drawing fouls, rebounding, playing an excellent game here to start tonight's game. Chatters setting up the offense, thought about it. Gets over to Washington. Washington with a big height advantage, but playing down low. Chatters from way downtown. As the shooters struggling tonight, shooting from three-point range. And Barrow with the drive and bucket. And for the first time tonight, they got a lead. But it only lasts for about 4 seconds. There's a great pass to Neal, who takes it into the score. As the Twin Lakers bringing it back down, Barrow setting up the offense here. First quarter, down 13-12. Twin Lakers doing a much better job defensively tonight than they have their last couple games. Barrow kicks it over to Griffin. Griffin to Johnson. A little miscommunication there between Johnson and Thomas in the corner. That's 5 turnovers here in the first quarter, and of course 15 is the number that they're really wanting to stay under, according to Coach Conley. Washington setting it up. Gets over to Burgess. Burgess with the spin move, tries to put the shot up, but the Twin Lakers get it back. That's from Thomas to Griffin. Griffin misses the shot. Griffin's going back up with it again, off the back of the rim. Rebound there by Neal, who takes it all the way to the bucket. A lot of contact there, but no call. Thomas makes a save. Neal on the fast break. As the shooter's looking tired here as we come to less than 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Barrow gets it over to Johnson. Ball's kicked out by Washington as the big smooth Josh Fletcher checking back in here.
In for the Twin Lakers, Josh Fletcher.
But the Shooters playing with 5 guys, looking a little tired here as we come to the end of the first quarter. We're down less than 2 minutes now. They get it to Fletcher. He tries to go up strong with it, misses the shot. And that's to be expected. You're going to be a little rusty. Fletcher's been out for a while. Good pass there from Chatters to Burgess. Gets the lead to 15-12. Thomas bringing it down, setting up the offense. He goes over to Johnson. Johnson, good pass into Fletcher. Good finish by the big Smooth. And you could definitely tell the difference defensively and offensively in the team having the big Smooth Josh Fletcher back on the court this week. Burgess gets it to Payne. Payne over to Neal from downtown. Again, the Shooters just struggling on finishing their three-point shot. Johnson driving it. Good strong rebound and finish by Jamie Stone there. Gets on the board. Here's the Twin Lakers right now at 16-15. So we go to the last 30 seconds of the first quarter. In what's actually been a pretty low-scoring game by EBL standards. In our last game we had 286 points. So, a lot slower pace tonight. But this is what the Twin Lakers want to have a chance to win. Chatters driving it, takes it in. James Harden-like play, and he scores. As we go to the final shot at the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, it is the Mountain Home Twin Lakers 16. Unfortunately, the Jonesboro Shooters are up 1-17, but we got a good game here at Mountain Home Junior High as we go to the end of the first quarter. And we're going to actually switch places in a minute. You guys are going to be joined by the one and only, the Zen Master, Mike Hemme. I'm sure he's going to have some statistics because he keeps statistics while working the book. So that first quarter, really good first quarter by the Mountain Home Twin Lakers. Really playing at the pace they want to play at. Defensively, one of the best quarters they've had this year, considering they've been giving up 125 points per game. Big improvement, only giving up 17 here in the first quarter. And really playing a lot more disciplined on offense and on defense tonight. So, good start for the Twin Lakers as I'm going to turn it over to the one and only, the Zen Master, Mike Hemme.
This is in stark contrast to the previous game that we saw the other night, as you mentioned, the 286 points. And we look at our shot of some Mountain Home Bombers.
Our ratings just like that.
They just skyrocketed.
Yeah, they just skyrocketed. But speaking of ratings, Mike, where do you need to go for the number one rated podcast in North Central Arkansas?
For the number one podcast in Arkansas. Well, it's getting to be Arkansas. In North Central Arkansas, you got to go to Facebook, you got to go to YouTube. Sports Talk is McHenry for all your sports information. Not only is it informative, but it's fun. So, join us. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. As we head into the second quarter,
the stream's good, but we didn't record it for game film.
17-16. In that first quarter, Johnson led all scorers with 9. Trayvon Neal led Jonesboro with 7. As nice pass into Stone. Johnson shuffles his feet, no call. Back out to Barrow. Barrow, nice feed inside to Fletcher for 2. Nice way to start off the second quarter. Good look by Barrow. Here comes Payne bringing the ball up. Nice feed. And they went off a Twin Laker apparently. Another three-pointer launch. Fletcher brings it in. Mountain Home stays on top, looking to grow the lead. Johnson. He thought about it. Barrow thought about it twice. Back to Fletcher inside. Stone Looks like it could have been a foul. No call. Neal again with the missed offensive board and another miss. Speaking of offensive boards, at this point, Mountain Home holds a 7-5 advantage in that category. Cross court pass. Nice feed inside to Johnson for another two. And the Twin Lakers hold a 3-point lead. Jonesboro's looking a little bit tired. Burgess from way outside. No, and Fletcher brings it in. And Thomas, as Conley urges him to push the ball, Stone with the easy two off the half-court pass from Thomas. And we've got a timeout, Jonesboro. As the Twin Lakers have started this quarter with a 6-point run. And as I mentioned, while Mountain Home, we said at the start of the game they needed to keep the turnover number under 15, and it's a little bit higher than they would have liked. Right now it's at 6, but they're winning the battle on the offensive boards. They've got 7 boards, and from those 7 boards, they've created 10 points. So that's a big jolt for this team.
A lot better defensive performance tonight out of the Twin Lakers compared to the last time we saw them, Mike.
Right, and you can see that the Jonesboro team is a little bit winded. They're going to want some. They're inquiring about timeouts right now. I believe the timeouts. They get 4. 4 for the game, which is a clear sign that fatigue might be an issue already setting in for Jonesboro. Payne is going to inbound it to Chatters. Kind of got a James Harden look out there. Burgess drives it in. Neal all alone on the baseline. 4-2. And Barrow's going to walk it up the floor. Taking Payne off the dribble all the way to the hole. Misses it, gets the rebound. That's the 8th offensive board. Misses that one too. And here comes Neal. Barrow knocks it out of bounds. Looking for the 3 on the baseline from Burgess. Barrow says, not this time. Payne for 3. Yes. And that gives Payne 6 points for the game, all 6 points on threes. Barrow walks it up the court as we're at a 22-22 score right now. As Jonesboro looks to bring it back. Thomas looks inside. Errant pass. Burgess over to Payne for another 3. He's short with that one. Johnson on the rebound. Back to Burris. Connolly desperately wants the Twin Lakers to push it. They do so. This time it ends up with a turnover and then another turnover. And Stone now has 4 on the game as the Twin Lakers reclaim the lead, 24-22. You can really see the fatigue setting in for this Jonesboro team as Chatters launches a 3. Not this time. Thomas pushing it. Takes it to the hole himself. Rebound by Chatters. Chatters pushing it. Burgess misses. Fletcher really providing a lot of rebounding support inside as Thomas again looks to take it inside. Stone, nope. And Washington brings it down as the shooters go on the attack. Payne, between the legs, nice move. Chatters all alone, chooses not to take the three. Missed shot, the rebound. Chatters puts it in, and the foul. Offensive rebounding continues to be a very important part of this game, as that's the sixth offensive board by the shooters. Good for 8 points so far on the game, looking for 9. As Chatters puts it up and drains it and puts Jonesboro up by 1 point, 25-24. Burris brings it up on the left side. And Johnson from the free throw line, no. And here comes Chatters, pushing it down court. Neal lays it in for 2. That gives him 11 on the game. 3-point lead now for the visiting Jonesboro team. Three-pointer. Three-pointer by Levi Olson knots the score. A turnover in the hands of Olson. Bring it up. Looking for Zeke Thomas inside. Can't find him. He's going to take it himself. Just misses it. Outlet pass to Neal. Foul on Burris and the basket. And once again, the lead seesaws back towards the shooter's way. Neal's got 13, looking for 14. He's off on it, a 29-27 lead as Burris brings it up to court. Over to Olson. Olson has it rattle in and out. And here come the shooters. Burgess, no foul called on that one. Payne, behind the back pass to Burgess for 3. Now rattles in and out. Burris pushing it, nice no-look pass. And Johnson adds to his total. Johnson has 13 on the game. And we are tied at 29. Payne getting fancy at the top of the key. Chatters chooses not to take the screen. Takes it inside. And he's going to go to the line for 2 after the foul on Olson. We are midway through the second quarter. 29-29. Chatters is off on the first one. He's still got one more. Trying to put the shooters back up by a point. Looks like this one's going to be nip and tuck the whole way. We have a lane violation on that first one. So he's got another one as the shooters take a 1-point lead and extend it to 2 points, 31-29. Burris walking it up. Nice move. Oh, Neal rejects the shot. And here comes Chatters. He's got 2 men. Here's Burgess. Burgess misses the layup, and here comes Thomas. Thomas, oh, nice move. Olson for 3. No good. James Johnson with the rebound. The 9th offensive rebound for the Twin Lakers, and we're knotted up at 31. Nice block. Nice block inside by Thomas. Ball is going to stay with the shooters. Inbounded by Chatters. Chatters to Washington. Washington fakes it inside. Gets it out. And Payne's going to set up the offense. Chatters dishes it to Washington. Misses it. Olsen comes away with it, gets it to Thomas. Twin Lakers have the numbers. Nice pass inside to Olsen for a basket, and the Twin Lakers are on top. Not Olsen, I'm sorry. That was Jonathan Griffin. My mistake. Chatters. Misses that one on the drive. James Johnson bringing it up now. And he will shoot it. Gets fouled on the drive. I believe that foul is going to be on the floor. No foul. A walk as Mountain Home turns it over for the 9th time in the game. As we keep track of that number as we said we would at the start of the game. Burgess bringing it up the court. The fatigue has already set in for Jonesboro. You can clearly see it. Nice move by Burgess. Gets it to Chatters. Chatters gets it back over. Air ball. Stone tries to save it. Can't as he slings it out of bounds. And Payne is going to inbound it to Chatters, who will run the offense from the top. Payne, he's got 2 threes on the game. Neal's waiting over there in the corner. We haven't heard from him in a while. Burgess, 3-pointer, drains it. And Jonesboro takes back the lead in this seesaw affair. Levi Burris weaves his way through the defense, if you can call it that. 35-34. Mountain Home has the advantage. Kickball. If there was a clock, we'd reset it. No shot clock, of course, in the EBL. Don't seem to need one. I have yet to see a possession that lasted over 24 seconds. Chatters. Chatters get Washington back over to Payne for 3 from the base. Burgess almost with a sweet jam. Couldn't get it up. Ball's inside to Olsen. Olsen for 2 points, and Mountain Home's lead is now 3. 37-34. Payne stopped by Burris. The turnover, just their 6th of the game. Burris decides to pull up for 3. It's not there. Chatters brings it down. Burgess dribbling around, not much there. Neal chewing on that mouthpiece. He hasn't scored in a while. You got to think he's hungry, and he puts it up short on this one. Fletcher comes down with yet another rebound. Nice length of the floor pass to Thomas, who lays it in for a bucket. And Mountain Home has a 5-point lead. Payne's walking it up. Launches a 3 from the top of the circle, from the tip, and misses it. That passes off Neal's foot, and Mountain Home will retain possession with just 1:38 left. 5-point lead for the Twin Lakers. Behind the back pass to Burrow from Thomas. Olsen drives the lane, misses the shot. And the shooters are going to try and eat into that lead as the clock ticks under 90 seconds before we get to half. Payne. Over to Burgess. Burgess beats his man. Over to Chatters for 3. And Thomas is running. Olsen. Olsen in for 2 points, and we have a 7-point lead for the Twin Lakers. Another three, and that one clanks in for Chatters. Chatters has 8 points this quarter, 12 on the game, and we have a 41-37 game with the Twin Lakers on top. 40 seconds left. Burris driving it inside, kicks it out to Stone. Stone inside. Ball's out of bounds. The ball will go to the Twin Lakers. Barrow, against Connolly's wishes, who wanted the last shot, launches the three. A little long. Washington walking it up the court. The shooters are going to work for the last shot. Chatter sets it up. Between the legs twice. Back out. And there's Neal for three. And no at the buzzer. And at halftime, we have a 4-point lead for the Twin Lakers at 41-37. Dave? This is a different game than the last time we broadcast. A very different game.
Well, Mike, I'll say the Twin Lakers are actually really playing good defense tonight. They're up 41-37. This is their. Well, we'll wait till our guy finishes with instructions, and we'll go to our halftime show, Mike.
Oh, the camera?
It's all right.
Well, Mike, I think you're right. Right now it is 41-37, the Mountain Home Twin Lakers, and this game has been a completely different, Mountain Home Twin Laker team that's come out tonight. Defensively, I mean, the last time we broadcast, they gave up 186 points in 4 quarters. Tonight, they've only given up 37, and like we've talked on all the games we've covered this year, the best opportunity for the Twin Lakers to win is to keep it a low-scoring defensive battle and not trying to get in an up and down. And tonight, that's exactly what they've done. They're also really taking advantage of the Jonesboro shooters only having 5 guys. And you can see the shooters getting tired, and their shots are leaving a lot of shots short, which means that, your legs are getting tired.
Right. You can see them also. I mean, one of the things that gives it away, and anybody knows this from just playing basketball, any pickup basketball. When you get tired, you start launching a lot of threes, and that's what they're doing. Just a lot of one-on-one, not running a lot of offense. They've got they have 3 players in double digits. For the stats, real quick. Trayvon Neal has 13, although he did not score the last 7 minutes of that second quarter. Chatters with 12, and then Burgess has 10. And the only Mountain Home Twin Laker in double figures is Johnson with 15. But everybody has scored for the Twin Lakers, so it's been a true team performance to this point. And you're right, Dave. You can see the fatigue, and we can see it in the 41-37 score and the way that the offense is being run or not being run, however you want to look at it.
Well, Mike, the Twin Lakers too. A lot of the time, when we watched them their last game against the Flight, they were, playing at a fast pace. They were trying to run with the running team. Tonight, the shooters are a pretty high-scoring team, but they're slowing it down. They're actually running offense. They're taking their time. They're being patient. I think a lot of that starts by having the big smooth Josh Fletcher back on the court. He's kind of a calming influence on the court, and if you notice, 6'8" Washington for the shooters has not tried taking it down low where Fletcher's at. There hasn't been hardly any penetration at all by the shooters down low, and when there is, there's been a lot of contact, and there's been, they're contesting every shot that's going up in the paint. And the Twin Lakers. This is the chance. We talked at the pregame. They're 5-8 on the season. They're actually, have 5 forfeit wins. They're 0-8 in game play. This is an opportunity for them to get their first game win. They've had some very close games. As we expected, being a first-year team, there's going to be growing pains and stuff. They've been competitive in several games this year, and this is that opportunity to get that elusive first win. And I think by playing disciplined and being patient, they have a great chance here in the second half to get that first game regular season win.
And right, and that is something that these players are hungry for. 5-8 in the win-loss column, looks a lot better than 0-8. But you know, to them it's 0-8.
Yeah.
To the league, they're 5-8, but they want this victory in the worst way.
Well, and this could be a game, based on how the brackets come out, this could be a thing where, based on this game tonight, they might possibly be playing the Shooters team in the first round of the playoffs. So there's a possibility that they might be playing each other again. So, you know, um, just a completely different pace of game tonight. This is probably one of the lower scoring EPL games we've seen so far, but I think this is what they need to have their best chance to win. But, coming into the game, I think they were averaging 125 points a game giving up defensively, and to only give up 37 in the first half. This is definitely their best defensive showing so far this year.
Yeah, right. And even though their offensive stats, coming into the game are scoring 96 points a game, at this point, they don't even need the 96 points at this rate. If they can continue playing this type of defense, if they can continue to wear down this 5-man Jonesboro shooter team. By the way, I'm sorry earlier about calling them the Delta Storm. Then they got to be really happy and really confident about their chances over the next 24 minutes.
I think, Coach Conley could have asked. This is exactly where he wants them to be at. This is the pace that they want the game. This is their best opportunity so far this season to get a regular season win. And right now, they're only 24 minutes away from that first regular season game win in franchise history as we get ready to start the second half.
And we got to give a shout out to our Mountain Home Bomber scorekeepers over here, and you're receiving a lot of flack over the scoreboard. He's been doing a great job.
Yeah.
Both of them have been doing a great
I
job
really
all
do
night.
think
But
they
they're
are
missing with
underpaid,
Marco.
though. They're underpaid for the job they're doing tonight. I really think they need
As
a
are we.
raise. Yes, I think we're all underpaid, aren't we?
Yeah, a little undersigned. Volunteers.
But hey, we're gonna return. I'm gonna return to the camera, and I'm gonna leave this up to Dave as we head into the the final half, the third quarter. Here you go, Dave. Take it over.
All right, we're getting ready to start the third quarter. And while we're getting started, just want to mention, too, be sure to check out the #1 rated podcast in North Central Arkansas. Sports Talk is McKimmie. This last week, we actually just had an interview with Ronnie Enlow of the Arkansas Tornadoes. That's another semi-pro team around here that had a great interview with him. Arkansas Tornado season is going to be just around the corner as the Twin Lakers setting up offense. Barrow takes it to the paint and scores! As the Twin Lakers lead swells to 43-37. Burgess with the drive. Fletcher, when you're taking it inside the paint, you have a 6'8", 400-pound person down there. That can definitely keep you from driving. But Burgess takes it in and gets it right back to a 4-point game. As the Twin Lakers kind of got a gift there. As Neal with the turnover. Barrow gets the ball, and then the foul committed by number 5, Neal. As the shooters coming up a little bit more on defense than earlier. Good pass to Fletcher. Good pass from Fletcher to Johnson. Crashing the board. Stone goes up, gets the rebound, puts it back in as the lead pulls back to 6. Chatters bringing it down for the shooters. From way downtown, that's off the backboard, no good. Stone with the rebound. Stone bringing it up, gets it over to Olsen. Levi Olsen bringing it down, setting up the offense. Kicks it over to Johnson, who had a big first half. But with a pass there, ill-advised pass, Chatters bring it down. Gives it to Neal, who takes it in for the bucket. And the Mountain Home Twin Lakers call timeout there. 10 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the third quarter as the Twin Lakers still holding a 4-point advantage, up 45-41. And again, thank you for joining us here on the Mountain Home Twin Laker Network. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. But like I was mentioning earlier, be sure to go on Facebook, check out Sports Talk is McCamey. We just had the #1 rated podcast in North Central Arkansas. We just had an interview with Ronnie Enlow, coach of the Arkansas Tornadoes. And then we also, offensive line coach. Then we also, this week, had a show on the road with Coach Tommy Britt of the Yellville Summit Panthers. We were on the road with him. We talked NFL. We talked pretty much a lot. We were just Razorbacks, everything. It was a podcast that was shot live on the road. Be sure to check it out. And I think after the game, we're going to be doing some Arkansas Tornado and Mountain Home Twin Laker interviews after the game tonight as well. Ball's over to Stone. Stone looking to drive. Gets it back to Barrow. Twin Lakers being patient here. Barrow starting to take it in. Barrow with the crossover. Nothing there. Inside. Good pass to Johnson. And James Johnson has just been an offensive threat tonight as they get the ball over to Washington. Washington kicks it to Burgess. Burgess kind of struggled in the first half, but misses the shot there. Barrow with the ball as Mike Hemme jumps out of the way with the ball coming his way. Barrow with the crossover, takes it in. Throws a rainbow off of the top of the backboard, and it goes in. Chatters bringing it down. Kicks it over to Burgess from downtown. Payne with the rebound as Stone goes down. Kicks it in the corner to Neal. Neal for 3, and it's good. It's like every time the Twin Lakers start to get close to a double-digit lead, the shooters hanging in the game this third quarter here. Barrow bringing it down, setting up the offense for the Twin Lakers. Looks into the big Smooth. Smooth with the turnover. Chatters bringing it down. They got a 2-on-1. He's taking it all the way. And the foul by Olsen. Gets it back to a 3-point lead. As Chatters really pushing the pace hard in this third quarter.
Chatter was upset with that foul, Dave.
Well, a lot of contact on that play. There's been a lot of contact tonight, and as Chatters hits the free throw, pulls it to a 2-point Mountain Home Twin Laker lead. Number 21, Eli Barrow, bringing it down, setting up the offense. Johnson and Stone coming out to set a screen. Barrow with the shot, no good. Chatters from way downtown, off the front of the rim. Rebound by Neal. Draws the foul. Looks like another one. Looks like that one's going to be on number 33, James Johnson, on the floor, so no shot coming. As the shooters very aggressive here in the first couple minutes, trying to get back into this game. Chatters over to Washington. Washington over to Neal. Wide open shot. No good. Baseball pass down to Stone. Makes the catch. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson from way downtown. No good. Washington with the rebound. Gets it over to Chatters. Over to Neal. Neal looking to drive, kicks it out to Burgess in the corner to Payne. Payne drives, kicks it over to Neal, who takes it in. No good. Strong rebound there by number 41, the big smooth, Josh Fletcher. Barrow bringing it down. He's looking at Olsen. He gets it over to Stone in the corner. Stone with the cut to the basket and the score. Pulls it to a 4-point lead for the Mount Home Twin Lakers with 7 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Payne bringing the ball down, setting up the offense for the shooters. Chatters comes over for the screen. Kicks it over to Burgess. Burgess from downtown. Off the back of the rim. Chatters knocks it out to Neal. Neal with another three, and it's short. And shooters just coming up short on a lot of their shots, looking a little tired here in the third quarter. Going to be a great opportunity for the Twin Lakers to maybe push the lid a little bit more as Olsen drives. Kicks over to Fletcher. Payne pushing the pace. Pass to Neal. Good pass to Neal. As now these shooters have pulled within 2 points with 7 minutes here left in the third quarter. A little faster pace third quarter than we had in the first half, as the shooters really trying to push the pace and get back into this game with the Twin Lakers. Neal knocks it away from Johnson, and he knocks it off Johnson. Good defensive play there by Neal. As now the shooters looking to tie the game. Payne gets it over to Chatters. Chatters downtown, Washington from way downtown, and it's good. Washington with a big shot that gives the shooters the lead at 52-51. And you got to admit, this has been a gutsy performance. This has been a gutsy performance by these shooters, only playing with 5 guys. That was Washington's first bucket of the game, and now the Twin Lakers. It's like we got a little controversy on the court there. As the Twin Lakers a little frustrated here, but 5 turnovers here in the third quarter has allowed the shooters to pull back into the game.
And like you said, there was a little controversy there. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I think I didn't catch it working the camera. Did you see what happened there?
I couldn't see. It just looks like things are getting a little bit heated. The shooters really have come off strong this third quarter, really pushing the pace. It's funny right now, if you look at both benches, the shooters really trying to, relax, get some strength back, playing with 5 guys. But it's been a gutsy performance. It's been a gutsy performance here, playing with 5 guys.
To check Twitter and whatnot, so they're definitely laid back.
But it's been a good game tonight here at Mountain Home Junior High. This is probably the first time I've been at Mountain Home Junior High in, probably 20 years maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time.
I used to teach here, but other than that, it's been a while for me as well. Kind of brings back old memories, isn't it? Memories start to flood.
Yeah. This played a couple games on this court back in the day, and it's nice to be back here at the Mountain Home Junior High. And glad to be here with a really good game tonight as the shooters showing a lot of heart in this third quarter, have come back and now taking the lead at 52-51, as it looks like you're still waiting to get the clock set. All right, now they got the clock. Looks like we got 6 minutes and 30 seconds here in the third quarter. 52-51. Shooters coming back and taking the lead. Burgess with the drive. Sweet little kiss off the backboard gives the shooters a 3-point lead. Barrow over to Thomas. Looking to set up offense. Gets it back to Barrow. Barrow over to Stone. Stone looking to make something happen. Gets it over to Thomas. Thomas tries going behind the back, and it's picked off. Loose ball on the floor. Not by the shooters. Shooters over to Burgess. Neal tries going back in. And it looks like it's going to the Jonesboro Shooters. Washington from downtown, he thought about it. Over to Chatters in the corner. Good rebound by Neal. Neal crashing the board hard here in the third quarter. Takes it in, a lot of contact. Neal didn't give up on that play, puts it in, and now has given them a 5-point lead as a 9-0 run right here has given the Shooters the lead. Barrows setting up the offense. Barrow with the shot off the back of the rim, no good. Strong rebound there by Washington. Gives it off to Burgess. Burgess setting up the offense. Gives over to Washington. Washington. Great pass to Burgess there. Good give and go right there and gives the Shooters a 7-point lead now. Griffin bringing it down. Gives it over to Stone. Stone thought about it for a second. Gives it back to Thomas as the Twin Lakers setting up a play. Right now an 11-2 run as we got Johnson subbing back in for Griffin. I think I heard that slap over here. I think they missed a call on that one, guys. A lot of contact when Thomas took that in. But it's kind of hard when you got a two-man reffing crew.
Pretty bad.
But surprised not seeing Dean Smizer out here playing. Used to watch him back in the day for flipping. As Burgess nails a big shot there. 9 this quarter for Burgess as he's starting to get a hot hand. Olsen drives it. Drives inside. Good block there by Burgess. Chatters gets it. Running the break. 2-on-1. Beautiful lob to Neal. As now the lead has swelled to an 11-point lead for the Jonesboro Shooters, playing with only 5 guys tonight. Thomas kicks it over to Stone in the corner. Stone looking to drive, and he takes it in. And I'll tell you what, the Twin Lakers needed that basket big time, as big time run there by the Jonesboro Shooters. Payne bringing it down. 3:44 left here in the fourth quarter. Gives it over to Washington. Washington over to Burgess. Burgess has had a hot hand in this third quarter. Shooters taking their time. Oh, got a break there as we had someone wide open. They had someone wide open down low. Burgess looking at the play. Chatters drives, takes it in with the James Harden-esque finish there. Puts it to 64-53 here in the third quarter. Barrow bringing it down right now, down 11 here in the third quarter. As it looks like Fletcher's getting ready to check back in. Thomas takes it in with the cut and the finish. Pulls it to 64-55. Chatters wanted to pass for a second, wasn't there. Gives it over to Washington, gets it over to Payne. Payne with the good pass into Burgess, and Burgess continues to have a hot hand right now as it's 66-55. I believe that's 11 for Burgess this quarter. It's Thomas coming down, and it looks like we got a call on the floor on that one. Yeah, Burgess and Neal this third quarter both have 11 each. Have really sparked this comeback by the Shooters. Fletcher gets it, starts to drive. Sweet little kiss. And Fletcher needed that shot right there, and he is back in the saddle again. Gets it over to Chatters. Chatters thinking about it. Driving it, kicks it out to Payne. Payne over to Burgess, who's had the hot hand. Burgess with the drive, and big time hack right there. Burgess has just been in fuego in this third quarter tonight. Starting to really find his rhythm after missing quite a few open ones early, but just a gutsy performance here by the Shooters tonight. Over to Neal. Neal drives. Takes it in. A lot of contact, no foul. Neal fighting for the board there. He takes it up on Fletcher. Thomas from way downtown, wide open, misses it. Johnson with the strong rebound and putback. As James Johnson continues to be an offensive threat tonight. Just crashing the boards, really working hard for his shots. Burgess downtown. Neal fighting down low hard, forces the turnover. Neal gets it and drives. No call there by Dean Smizer. A lot of contact.
It's getting a little chippy.
Getting a little chippy down there. Johnson. Looks like the Twin Lakers are yelling at each other. Right now, 66 to 61. And they're making a 4-0 run. I don't know why we'd be arguing with each other. Payne misses the shot outside as the shooters looking really tired here in this last minute as the Twin Lakers trying to pull it back to even. It's over to Fletcher to Johnson. Johnson. Don't know if that was a shot or a pass. As we get down to 32 seconds here left in the third quarter. Is what's been a really good quarter for the shooters coming back. They're down 41-37 at halftime. It's still a defensive battle here at Mountain Home Junior High tonight as we go less than 10 seconds. Burgess gives it to Chatters in the corner to Washington. Washington off the front of the rim as we go 2, 1. And the shot is no good. So at the end of the third quarter, the Jonesboro Shooters 66, the Mountain Home Twin Lakers 61 in what has been a chippy third quarter. But it was a good quarter for the Jonesboro Shooters at having their highest offensive put out in a quarter, having 39 in that quarter. 29 to 24. And a lot of frustration right now over on the Twin Laker bench. But still, Mike, they're only down 5 points going here into the fourth quarter. This is the best chance they've had for a game win this year. And defensively, they've only given up 66 points in 3 quarters.
Right, the 29 points they gave up during that quarter, I'm sure was, frustrating for them after giving up only 37 in the first half. But, it's 66-61. It's not time to really get frustrated yet. It's time to, bring the troops together and, play as a team and get this win. Don't lose sight of the goal.
Well, and tonight I think has been a gutsy game, especially, the Mountain Home Twin Lakers really playing defensively, but the Jonesboro Shooters, come out here tonight with 5 guys. A gutsy performance by them, but I think that third quarter was Burgess and Neal getting the hot hand. I think they're both over 20 points now, aren't they, Mike?
Right. Trayvon Neal with 24 through 3 quarters, and Burgess with 21. They each had 11 in that quarter, as you mentioned. One of the things that really hurt Mountain Home, they had 8 turnovers, and so they have exceeded that 15 number. They have 17 on the game, but 8 turnovers in 1 quarter, and they only had 9 in the whole first half. And if you notice, that run occurred with Fletcher on the bench. They really took advantage inside.
Well, they really did try to penetrate more whenever Fletcher was out of the game.
Well, and not only is Fletcher important on the defensive end, he is sort of a soothing, calming force on the offensive end, knowing that you have somebody to go to. All right, we have Neal, inbounds it to Chatters as we start the fourth. It'll be interesting to see how fatigue plays its role in this half on either team. Neal beats 2 men on his way to the basket. Looks like a foul called on Fletcher. Chatters inbounds it to Payne for three from the right baseline. No luck as James Johnson brings down the rebound. Johnson with 21 points on the night. The two teams so far, I don't know that there's a lot of love lost between these two teams. Whether it's the fact that there are two referees and there are some missed calls, sometimes frustration can set in, but you got to get over that if you're either team. Burris on the baseline thinks about it, pops it for three from the right corner, and the lead is whittled down to two at 66-64. Chatters. Barrow gets called with the reach in. Doesn't like the call. That call is going to get whistled, pretty much about 90% of the time. Foul or no foul. Washington. They leave him open. He'll take the shot. Chatters. They wanted to walk on that, and I believe that there might have been some substantiation to that. But Chatters with two. Nice little sweet lay-in. Johnson to Fletcher. Nice pass inside. Fletcher with 10 now on the game. Fletcher, he averages a double-double. Chatters takes it in on the big man. Fletcher hauls down the rebound. Here comes Burris. They have numbers. Chatters wanted the foul, but he didn't get it, and Burris puts it in for two. And Barrow, it's 68-68. There's Neal. Missing. Johnson with the rebound. Long pass to Stone, who puts it in for two from Burris. Stone now has 14 on the game. And Mountain Home has scored 6 unanswered points. Chatters, the James Harden lookalike, over to Washington. At the baseline, Burgess looking for something. Puts it up. Fletcher with another rebound. And here comes Burris. Barrow. Keep on calling Burris, I'm sorry. Nice pass. Nice pass to Thomas. Nice behind the back pass to Johnson for 2 points. Pretty nice play right there. And 23 points on the game now for Johnson. Washington to Burgess. Burgess, Chatter from about 10, leans back, doesn't get it, and here come the Twin Lakers. Thomas into Stone. Stone up for two. It might be time for a timeout for the Jonesboro team. Bailed out there. Fletcher with the foul. And the Twin Lakers have really got things back together, Dave. Washington. Nothing there. Here comes Thomas. They've got a 3-on-2. Thomas with a little Olay defense there. Stone with 2 more. That's 6 in the quarter. 18 on the game. And the Twin Lakers have really taken over this quarter. Stone chewing on his mouth guard. Dishes it off to Chatter. Chatter hits 2 on that one. Barrow, nothing doing. Ball's going to stay with the Twin Lakers. 76-71, and we have a timeout, Twin Lakers. We got a full timeout here with 7:39 remaining. Dave, the tide has turned.
Yeah, big run there the last couple minutes. Pulled the Twin Lakers. Actually got them in the lead 76-71. You can definitely feel a change in momentum the last couple minutes of that, and the emotion being shown by the Twin Lakers, their coaches and players and fans. Just super excited right now. As you know, right now the Twin Lakers are a half a quarter away from their first game win in franchise history, and the frustration, the shooters, where the Twin Lakers were very frustrated with each other in the third quarter. Now the shooters on their bench, a lot of frustration, but we still got a ways to go. It's only a 5-point game, but the Twin Lakers they believe and they're excited.
Right, and Neal and Burgess with 11 points each in the third quarter, scoreless thus far. Chatters has 7. I called that last one a 2. It was a 3. He's got 7 on the quarter. Stone has 6. Mountain Homes 13 points so far in this quarter. As they've taken over this game. Still a lot of time left. Over to Johnson. Johnson looks inside to Fletcher. Fletcher with a little baby hook, Kareem style. And here comes Payne. Payne brings past the tip over to the left of Chatters. Chatters drives the base, gets it out to Burgess. Burgess loses it. Just the second turnover of the half, but a big one as Stone gets a nice feed and puts it in for his 8th point of the quarter, and a 9-point lead now for the Twin Lakers as they hope to pull away. Burgess, though, stems the bleeding with a 3. NBA 3 from the left wing for Burgess. Here comes Stone. Stone on the right key. Or the right side of the key. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson into Burgess. Barrow. Another timeout. Dave, I think they wanted your input. Some more. 30-second timeout.
Well, I think this position coming out of timeout is going to be big for the Twin Lakers. Burgess hitting the 3-point shot. He's been kind of off in the fourth quarter there, but looks like he's starting to get his confidence back a little bit.
They really needed that. That was a big 3.
So no, a half. You get 3 half, right? So you can't even count the one like that was first half. So now we just went another half. We just literally called timeout again. The how the Lakes went off and ran the break play. Then they just called another timeout. So only got one left, right? They don't have to.
Alright,
They're having a discussion about the timeouts right now.
Timeout controversy.
Yeah, sorry, we were stopping to listen right now. There's a conversation between Neil and the scores table right now on timeouts.
We really can't be concerned about the timeout rules here.
Well,
timeouts
all I can say
seem
is
to be something the shooters have been worried about this game.
Well, we got 6 minutes and 32 seconds to a Twin Laker victory here, and this possession I think is going to be pivotal for the Mountain Home Twin Lakers.
6 minutes and 32 seconds to history, perhaps. Barrow driving down the lane, dishes it off, loses it. Here comes Chatter. And one turnover begets another turnover, and here we are as Stone's going to bring it up this time.
Well, that was a big break there for the Twin Lakers.
Barrow, wide open, they missed him. Olsen over to Stone. Stone to Johnson. Johnson never afraid to shoot it. He gets the basket and the foul. The basket and the foul.
I'll tell you, Mike, James Johnson.
There's still some chipping, and Payne is upset about something, about saying he's being pushed. But it's like you said earlier, Dave. You got two referees. Stuff's gonna happen that doesn't get caught.
There's been a lot of contact in this game, Mike.
It has been a very physical game as Burgess from three misses badly. Stone with the rebound to Barrow. I cannot get his name right for some reason, even though I taught him for 3 years. Stone. Nice move. Can't get it to go. Jones fights. Cannot get the rebound. Here comes Burgess. Burgess, nice little behind the back over to Chatters. Chatters from three. Drains it. A much needed basket for Jonesboro. And he's got 10 in the quarter and 27 on the game. Neal guarding Barrow. Washington fouls Barrow. Barrow's going to be going to the line for a pair of free throws.
Well, Mike, no matter what happens tonight in the game, I think the defensive improvement of the Twin Lakers, compared to the last couple games we've covered, coming in this game, giving up a league high average of 125 points a game, and right now they've only given up 77 tonight. So this has been a huge performance by the Twin Lakers defensively. As we're coming down the stretch, these free throws are going to be pretty important right here. But it's been a very chippy game, but this has been a fun one to watch tonight.
The way that the tempers are flowing, I wouldn't be surprised for something really, for a punch to be thrown at this point. Very quickly down the lane, we have a miss, and Barrow is going to walk it up the court. Johnson, Olsen now up top to Barrow. And I just got to say, everybody's giving the caught guy a hard time, and come on, he's doing a great job. Neal loses it. That's the fourth turnover of the half for Jonesboro. Turnovers have not been one of their problems, but this quarter they've committed 3. Zeke Thomas off the pass from Johnson. We have an 85-77 game, and we have 4 minutes left and an 8-point lead as Chatters misses a 3-pointer from about 22 feet away. Thomas over to Olsen. Olsen drives it into Stone. Stone blocked by Neal. Neal slaps it out, saved by Barrow. I gotta apologize to Eli Barrow for messing up his name. The Twin Lakers are not in a hurry anymore with this lead, but Stone fires up a 3, misses it. James Johnson has the rebound stolen from him by Chatters. Chatters takes it the length of the floor for a bucket. And we have a 6-point lead for the Twin Lakers. Payne on Thomas. Over to Olsen. Olsen gets it back up to Thomas. Thomas out to Stone on the right wing. So the question becomes, can Twin Lakers hold on to the lead over these last 2 minutes and 52 seconds as Johnson is fouled? Not in the 1-and-1 yet. Olsen will inbound it from the baseline to Barrow. Up top now to Thomas, looking to get it back to Barrow. Foul called on Neal. Kind of looked like a jump ball, but the The foul is called on Neal anyway. Johnson, ball poked away. These last few minutes are going to possibly not be very pretty from an emotional standpoint. Stone fouled on the floor. And we are in the 1-and-1. Stone's going to be going to the line for a 1-and-1. Things are really starting to get out of hand, Dave.
Yeah, things are getting really chippy. Things are very emotional right now. But the Twin Lakers, I think, if you might have heard on the audio, they don't have to score. They just need to run the clock off. So, these next couple minutes, they just got to play smart. The pressure is on the shooters. The Twin Lakers just need to be patient and hit their free throws here. Because we're down to 2 minutes and 34 seconds to a victory.
And that is 10 points now for Stone in the fourth quarter. He's got 22 on the game. Payne for three. Short. There's a clock malfunction, and so whatever we just saw did not happen. I've run the clock at a junior high game and received much flack, so I can understand. Neal has it go in and out. The rebound by Burgess, cannot get the rebound. Almost. Thomas gets it over to Olsen. Barrow. Into Stone. Nice no-look pass. 2 more points for Stone. And the Twin Lakers look to be headed to their very first victory in franchise history on the floor, as Stone scores now his 14th point of the fourth quarter. So if you're looking for a player of the game, there you go. Neal gets the rebound, puts it in for 2. Gonna have to get some fouls. And here's Stone again. Stone has 16 points down this quarter. Payne for 3. He drains it. And we've got a timeout. Timeout for the Twin Lakers after Payne hits a 3. And it's 93 to 84. And we have just over a minute remaining. And Dave, I don't want to jinx the Twin Lakers, but with 9 points and about 75 seconds left, they look to be headed to their first victory in franchise history.
Well, Mike, I think the thing is they have got to be patient. They have got to, just play smart. You got to play smart the last minute, holding a 9-point game. The shooters are going to be going for a steal. They're going to be pressing. Someone's going to be open down the court. Thing is, don't hold the ball too long. Make good passes. Keep the ball moving, and you'll beat any press that's happening.
And it's going to be interesting when this game ends to see the handshakes at the end. I hope everything is cordial, because this has been a very chippy game here tonight. Turnover. Burgess has it over to Chatters from the base. He drains a 3. The very thing that the Twin Lakers did not want to happen, a turnover and a 3. Sportsmanship there after the foul. Picks up Barrow. Barrow's going to be headed to the line for a 1-and-1. Of all the ways that the Twin Lakers did not want to come out of that timeout, it would be with a turnover and a three-pointer by Jonesboro. 58 seconds left in a 6-point lead. Barrow is trying to add to that, make it a 3-possession game.
Well, this is where the game's won at the end, on the line.
Somehow this is a 2-point shot.
They're in the penalty line.
It's a 1-and-1 to a 2-point really quick. And so we have a Stone again. We have a season high quarter performance by Stone this quarter. All they really have to do is just hang on to it, and Stone's going to be headed back to the line to add to his total. He has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 points just in this quarter alone, as he tries to add his 19th and 20th points to his fourth quarter totals and seal the win for the Twin Lakers and try to get to that 100-point mark so everybody can have tacos tomorrow. There's the first one.
Gets them to 97 to 87. I tell you, maybe the Twin Lakers need to start playing all their games here at the junior high. As they go to 1-0 here at the junior high compared to, I think they're 0-7 playing down at Mountain Home. And that right there just sealed the deal, 99 to 87. One more point, and it'll be free tacos for everyone watching the game tonight. And clock was non-started on that possession, so these clock guys are getting rough. They're getting tore up tonight, man.
It could be hard to get guys to run the clock in the future if
I think
this
that
is the way they're treated.
I think that was our taco comment threw them off. They were concentrating on our taco comment.
Well, they got to be hungry, and they want some tacos too. Barrow gets slapped in the head. He'll be going to the line for 2.
So one more point and free tacos. Just go to Taco Bell and say you want your Twin Laker tacos, courtesy of Dylan Conley. Just charge it to his account if they can get to 100 points tonight.
Free tacos. We're getting questions about it. The fans are really getting excited about the tacos. And no taco.
The pressure on Eli Barrow right now. I mean, all tacos. I mean, for all of us.
I'm getting ready to go if he makes this. We're going to Taco Bell after the game. Free tacos for everybody.
Free tacos courtesy of Dylan Conley.
Don't foul. Just do this. Stand where you're at. Let them go
and the clock starts. And
just a bit outside for ball one.
It seemed like an unnecessary 52 foot shot. And they're gonna dribble it out, and we have just seen history. We have just seen the Twin Lakers with their first victory in franchise history, 100 to 87.
And I do hate to break it to the fans, there are no free tacos at Taco Bell tonight. Didn't mean to get everyone's excited over that. Apparently that was last game. I did not realize that had been expired this game. But the Mountain Home Twin Lakers getting their first regular season game victory in franchise history tonight, winning 100 to 87. And to me, Mike, it all started defensively. You have a team that was giving up an average of 125 points per game, only gave up 87 tonight. So That was a lot of it. You got to give props. The Jonesboro Shooters playing with 5 guys, very competitive tonight, gave it their all. It went down to the fourth quarter. I think that fourth quarter, they were just a little tired, Mike.
Yeah, I think definitely fatigue sits in. What's the old adage is keep on talking, Dave. Hang on a second.
I made both free throws on the line. I only missed 2 free throws. And I shot a 3. Leave the ones on the paper. I keep on my second grade.
Oh, I put a 2 for a 3 on third.
Shit, I was cooking like 15 in the first half.
Or 6, I think. Yeah, you were. You had. I think you had 12 of them, or 10, 11 in the first half.
But we'll be right back in a minute for the post-game wrap-up here out of Mountain Home.
finish it up.
Well, guys, welcome back to our post-game.
A little controversy there at the end.
Yeah, a little controversy at the end. So we had to mute the mic for a little bit, take a little bit of a break, as there was a little bit of a controversy between, I guess the qualifications of the refs. So, like we had mentioned earlier, emotions were a little high all throughout that fourth quarter. As we could tell, that fourth quarter kind of turned into a football game. Both ways, but
hey, let's not take away from not just the first victory of the year on the court from Coach Connolly's.
he's a little excited.
I
think he wants an interview after we close up. So
I gotta say this though. I mean, what about Jamie Stone with 21 points in the fourth quarter? Huge points.
I mean, he was the difference maker in the fourth quarter. I mean, crashing the boards, rebounding, playing hard.
Anton Beard Award of the game.
Yes, he is the Anton Beard difference maker of this game. I mean, Jamie Stone, overall, I think it was just a great defensive effort. I mean, you're talking about a team that's given up, an average of 125 points per game so far this year, holding the shooters to 87 points. A lot of it, I think just everyone showed up and played great tonight. I think a lot of it, too, was having the big smooth, Josh Fletcher, on the court. He's a coach on the court, and the defensive presence, because there was no penetration. When Fletcher was in the game, there was no penetration. They didn't want to take it down low. If you got someone that's 6'8", 400 pounds, they didn't want to take it down low. But, props to the Mountain Home Twin Lakers getting their first game, actual regular season game victory. Right now, that pulls them up to 6-8 here in the league, and of course, the team that they were playing tonight, the Shooters, fall to 7-6. So they're only a game behind them, as we have 2 more games left in the regular season.
So, if there's a tiebreaker or something, this game will go a long way to helping decide that.
And we're going to take just a minute. We actually have a player getting ready to join us that, so we're going to step away just for a second. And we have the guy we were just talking about, the big smooth Josh Fletcher, who was a difference maker in the paint tonight, defensively and offensively. We're going to have him on in just a second. So we'll be right back. It's all you, Mike.
All right, as we wrap up this historic night for the Twin Lakers, we had 5 Twin Lakers in double figures, led by Jamie Stone's 33, and then 25 points for Stone, and we had 3 of the shooters in double figures, 26 for Neal, 24 for Burgess, and 32 for Chatters, who put on really the only offensive display for the shooters in the fourth quarter, as it seemed like everybody else was dog tired. At 19 turnovers for the game, so even though they were over that 15 mark, It wasn't by much, and they were able to hang on to it. On the boards, Mountain Home had 11 offensive boards, 14 for Jonesboro, so that was close. So they were able to hold their own on the boards. They were able to hold their own on the in the turnover race. And so everything was in place to lead to this victory tonight. And congratulations to Dylan Conley and the Twin Lakers for their first victory on the court in the history of the Mountain Home Lakers, Twin Lakers franchise.
Whoops. That has to be the worst cameraman job in the history of.
Well, we're pulling double duty here tonight.
We are. That's kind of.
We got to find a cameraman.
We were supposed to have one. I think we need to have. We'll have Fletcher in the middle. Yeah, we'll put you in the middle. And I'm just gonna keep the camera. I'm just gonna keep it rolling.
Might as well.
Yeah.
You got the and you guys can see this time and time again, not only on YouTube, but make sure that you go to Facebook or YouTube for Sports Talk is McHenry, where you'll be able to see this, for eternity. This historic victory. I'm not sure what David. Okay, Dave has it straight now.
I'll just go and say I'm the worst cameraman in the history
Second
of any broadcast. We're terrible cameramen.
We are terrible.
We might as well just apologize to all the fans.
Our job.
But the reason, we have the big smooth Josh Fletcher tonight. Big game. Your defensive presence, your offensive presence on the court tonight. We had talked the Twin Lakers the last couple games really been struggling on defense. Tonight, your presence in the paint made a big difference.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Got that 6'10" wingspan, so that helps a lot when I drive in there and can't really do much.
And not only, and we mentioned this during the broadcast as well, not only does it dissuade the players from the other team from taking it in, and does it, and it definitely helps with the rebounding statistics and keeps them off of the offensive boards, but also on offense, I think you're like a blankie.
Yeah.
You're like a source of comfort for the team when you have that big man inside. And there are going to be some offensive boards. There's going to be some blockouts. There's going to be some lanes opened up.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, tell us a little bit. You've been out. What was the injury that happened earlier that knocked you out?
Oh, I got a knee injury actually against this team about 2 months ago. Said that tore one of the ligaments in my left knee. It was like just a partial tear, but with my job, I kind of had to take it easy. So I stepped back for about 2 months, let it heal. Kind of got back into it. This is actually tonight was the second time I played basketball in about 2 months. So I was a little rusty, but came in there and made a difference. I think a little bit. And we ultimately got the win. So.
Well, tell us, how's the knee feeling after this first game back?
It's sore right now. I can tell it's swelling up a little bit, and I can tell it's sore where it was, but it's not as bad as it was, so I think I'm going to be all right.
Well, so. I think, as a defense, the Twin Lakers were giving up 125 points per game this year, 87 points to the Jonesboro Shooters. I mean, defensively, what did you guys do different tonight?
We ran more of a zone defense instead of a man, because with me down there, I can shift, and I've got such a large wingspan, they can play out a little bit more and make them drive, because a lot of the teams we play, we picked up on they want to shoot threes. So if we can make them drive in and take wild shots over me, then we're going to win. If they make them, they make them, but it's a lot better than an open three. So, I mean, that made a big difference than throwing up wild layups and not making them, trying to shoot them over me. So,
one of my favorite parts of the game tonight was your little runner in the lane, and then I hear you walking down the court. That's why they call me Smooth. Yeah.
No, Zeke actually yelled that. Thomas actually yelled that.
Okay.
I'm not that cocky. But I'll take it, though, yeah. Yeah, I can shoot a little bit.
Well, this was a big win. I mean, this was the first actual game victory in the regular season in franchise history. Right at the right time of the season. You're getting ready to go to the playoffs, starting to get hot. How do you, what do you think you guys need to work on to be able to advance in the playoffs when playoffs start?
We still got to work on our turnovers, and we always come out flat at halftime. just something we've always done all year long. We got to work on that and improve it. And with the holidays, we didn't get very many practices in because everybody was out of town and stuff. So we're going to get back into practicing and start focusing on that. What helped us a lot tonight, though, is we played as a team. We passed it a lot. I bet we had 30 plus assists tonight, when we probably were average 10 a game. So that helped a lot. And our morale, like everybody, we made some adjustments with our team, and everybody we got in there to play a lot better together. And it showed on the scoreboard. We all played together. We wanted to win. We just didn't want to play offense. We played defense and offense, and we rebounded and we played to win.
Well, tonight was a well-balanced scoring attack, and the fourth quarter, Jamie Stone had a huge fourth quarter, Mike.
Right, 21 points, which is Twin Lakers' record for one quarter. Of course, a lot of it came during garbage time, but
But hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. It helped put away the game, but many of them were just good looks inside where they were trying to pressure you, and it was smart outlet passes that led to easy baskets. And a lot of it was just some nice moves by him inside and some second chance points.
Yeah.
Now, when is the next Twin Laker game?
I believe our next game is Saturday. I think it's a home game as well. I think it's a Delta Storm. So they got another big guy down there. We're actually friends on Facebook. We've been talking back and forth, so we're ready to play each other. So
Trash talking back and forth?
Yeah, a little bit. Good ribbon. He likes me all right, and I like him all right. So I think that'll be another good battle.
Now, is that game going to be here at the junior high, or is it going to be on the new floor of the hangar?
We should be back on the new floor at the hangar because they just got it painted, so it had to be like 3 days. They had to let it dry. So we should be back on the new Mountain Home Bomber floor. So
well, maybe
you
you guys should stay here.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe.
You guys are undefeated in the junior high, so
maybe.
Just throwing that out.
Yeah.
It might be a good idea.
Well, Josh, great to see you back on the court. We're actually going to have him as a guest on Sports Talk as McKimmie. We're going to talk a little Arkansas Tornado and Mountain Home Twin Laker because you're like Bo Jackson. You're a multi-sport athlete, so we're going to have you on the podcast. But thank you for taking a few minutes to kind of break down the game with us. But be sure to check out the podcast. We'll be sharing up some more information. But congratulations to you and the Twin Lakers on the first game win. And, this is the time of the season you want to get hot. We wish you good luck for the rest of the season, Josh.
All right. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks.
Great job. Do we want to? Didn't Dylan want to?